So I'm out here standing on top of a foundation wall, and this has been my third stop in about 3 weeks to take a look at a foundation wall and the footings. And the only problem that I've had, or that the contractors had, is they just simply have not read their plans. So I wanted to just touch base a little bit about the importance of just reading your plans and making sure that you're doing it per your approved plans. Us as inspectors out in the field, our job is essentially to look at your plans and make sure you built it per the plans that are approved by whatever city or county or jurisdiction that you work for. And so I showed up out here on this particular project, and they didn't have the footing rebar correct. They were missing their UFR ground, which is their grounding rod for their house, and they didn't, and so then they went and poured it. They went and poured it without inspection or without an approval. And so now we've had to work through that. I've had to send them back down to the city where I work to have them get their plans updated for their foundation walls, because I told them, hey, I can't come back and do an inspection until you have your approved plans on site that meet what you've done. And so here we are, we're like on the third stop, and no worries on my end. Obviously, I don't mind coming back and helping people out, but it just adds time and effort to their process. If they would have just built it per the approved plans, this thing probably would have been done and poured, and their house would be sitting on it and they'd be moving on. So I'll show everybody here kind of what we have, and we'll go from there. So you can see they're actually moving a house. So this house got moved from another location. It's gonna sit on top of this foundation wall. And they've gone and they've poured these footings with a specific type of rebar, number 4 rebar, when their plan called for number 5. And so they've had to go down to the city and try to get that adjusted for what they actually put in and get it approved. But then on top of that, this particular foundation wall that I'm standing on has specific requirements for rebar in it, and they did not have it met. And so they finally got it met, and they've gone in here and they've added these vertical rebars every 1 foot on center. Code was 16 inches, but they had only done it 24 inches on center. So they had to go back in here and add a vertical bar pretty much every foot on center to make sure that they met the minimum 16-inch requirement. So this has been with Building Code Tips. I'm glad you made it through this video. Just to kind of recap, at the end of the day, just try to make sure that you have a copy of your approved plans on site if you got a permit for your project, and just build them per the plans. Once you deviate from that, then your inspector can start asking you to get verification that what you did meets minimum code requirements. So just try to follow those plans. You should be good to go. If you got any questions, hit the comments, and I'll be sure to try to get back to you with any questions you might have. And look forward to seeing you on the next video.